Hello everybody. In this video here I'm going to show you how to set your social credentials so that you can use social opt-in and social registration on your site. So up on the top here in the PCF 3.0 Control Center, you'll see a tab that says Social Settings. When you look over there, there's two choices: PCF Social Opt-in Settings and Social Membership Sign-up Settings. The difference is this: opt-in is just for your opt-in list, when people are going to actually opt into your autoresponder, and the social membership allows people to opt into your autoresponder at the same time register for your blog or for your membership project that you have going through Profitizer. So on this demonstration, on this particular part of the video, I'm going to start off by going to Social Opt-in Settings. The steps are exactly the same between both of them. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, and while that page is loading, I'm going to go over here to Google Drive, and you're going to see that I've already, in Google Drive, created a document called DOM for Biz Social APIs. This is where I'm going to put my social opt-in information for my opt-in and for my membership, so that I have records of those anytime I need them from the internet locked inside my Google Drive account. And I recommend that you do the same. This way it doesn't matter what operating system you're using, you have the records that you need accessible at any time under the security of your passwords in Gmail and Google. Okay, to set your credentials for Facebook, you need to click the developers page. Once you get to the Facebook page, you need to click Apps on the top left, top right hand corner. Now if you're logged in, you will see this. If you're not, it'll ask you to log into Facebook. So go ahead and click Apps, and what you need to do is create New App. Click the button here, give your app a name: Social Opt-in DOM for Biz #2, since I've already have one created. Click Continue. Next is going to do the brain puzzles, the CAPTCHA. So let's see if I can get this right. I think I've got it. Okay, looks like I do. Now that I'm in here, you notice that my display name is Social Opt-in DOM. My contact email is DOM. I need to make sure that the sandbox mode is clicked as disabled. If it's enabled, that's testing. That's what sandbox means. We don't want that. Okay. Okay, the next thing you'll do is you're going to see that website with Facebook login. You need to click over here, and it's going to ask for the site URL. And I'm going to go ahead and put in http://dom4biz.com, because that is my URL. Yours could be yournusername.com, or it could be whatever domain mapped domain that you've given yourself. Once you do that, let's make sure everything's correct. My display name, my email, it's clicked as disabled for the sandbox mode, my website URL so that it knows which site this application is going to come from, and save changes. Once that's done, you need to grab your credentials, your app ID, go in here, paste it in to the Facebook app. Okay, come back over, grab your app secret. Oops, make sure you copy all of it. Right click, copy, go back over, and paste. Then go down to the bottom and click Update Options. Okay, next thing that I highly recommend that you do is go ahead and just highlight the actual numbers here, the app ID, right click and copy, go to your Google Drive, and go ahead and save that app ID so you have it for your records available for you anytime. Let's go ahead and do the same with our app secret. Highlight, right click, copy, come on over to Google Drive, right click, paste. Okay, fantastic. Now Google Drive automatically saves stuff. So now let's go back up here. We can go ahead and close out this window. And now the next one we're going to do is Google Settings. Now Google has one extra step. You need to put a return URL in your Google so it knows what site that this needs to be on. This is very, very important. So now we want to go ahead to Google's developers page. I so happen to be logged into my email account, so it takes me right into the API page. and I highly recommend that you do. When you come in, if you've never set up an API before, it's going to ask you to go ahead and set up your first API. If you have, then what it's going to do is create a new API. So let's go ahead and click API Access. Let's create an OAuth ID. I'm going to name this one DOM for Biz -optin1. And the reason I'm doing that is I plan on having a lot of opt-ins. Homepage URL http://domforbiz.com, because my domain name is mapped. If it's not, if you don't have a mapped domain, then it would be your user ID .pcfmojo.com. In my case, it's not, so I'm going to go ahead and click Next. Now this is where you go ahead and you have to make sure that the web application is checked and that you have this ID here set. So let's go up here and let's copy and paste in the blue area here this ID, this return URL. Go back to your Google API and paste that in. Alright, now make sure on the left here you'll see a drop down and it gives you HTTPS and HTTP. You need to make sure that it's HTTP, not HTTPS, that's picked, and then click Create Client ID. Okay, fantastic, here we go. So now what we need to do is we need to take this data and put it into the form. So the first thing that we need is our client ID. So right click, save this, go to the social settings area and paste that in. Okay, now let's go back to our API and let's grab our client secret. Right click, copy, go to our Google application and paste that in. Scroll down to the bottom of the page, click Update Options. Okay, now let's go ahead and save these two. Client ID right here. Let's go ahead and grab this, right click, copy, go to my Google Docs, go to Google, paste that in. Now go back, grab my client secret key, right click, copy, go to my Google Docs, paste that in. Fantastic. Okay, we don't need that extra space. Beautiful. Now let's go and let's set our next set of settings, which is our Windows Live. This is Hotmail or Outlook accounts. So what you need to do is click Developers Page. That'll open up the other window with the Outlook Developers Page. This is for Live, okay? And I'm already logged in as Dom for Biz. So I'm going to call my application DOM for Biz -optin, and I'm going to click Accept. Alright, great. Now, before you can create, you'll see that you have everything here. Everything's created for you, but you're not finished yet. You see a redirect domain right here is very, very important. Unlike what you have up here, you don't have a redirect domain. So what you need to do is, if your domain is mapped, you need to go ahead and put your domain address here. In my case, it's DOM for Biz, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Click No on a mobile application and click Save. Alright, great. So now let's go ahead and grab our client ID, right click, copy, go here, right click, paste, go up and grab the secret key, right click, copy, back here again and paste, go down to Update Options, click Update Options, and let's go ahead and grab this client ID, copy that, and drop that into our Google Drive account. And we've got one more to do, the secret. Grab that, and paste that in. There we go. Alright, so now let's go to our LinkedIn profile. I can go ahead and get out of Google and Windows. Scroll down to the bottom of the page and you'll see LinkedIn. Now LinkedIn's kind of a couple of more steps. It's really not that big a deal. Just follow along here and you'll be able to do it real easy. You click the developers page. Whether you're logged into LinkedIn or not, LinkedIn always asks you to re-sign in. Once you sign in, it's going to take you right into the developers network. You're going to click add new application. Alright, and I need to pick a company. In this case it's domforbiz.com. If you don't have one in there, you want to go ahead and put it in there. I have to give this application a name, so in this case it's Dom for Biz Opt-in and Dom for Biz Social Opt-in. Okay, my website URL http://domforbiz.com. remember, use your subdomain if you don't have one, or use your own domain. Application use, this is important. Social aggregation, okay? Application developers, leave that excluded. Include yourself as a developer needs to be checked. You want to go into the live status, from development to live. Live status, make sure it goes to live. And you need to put in your email and your telephone number. Okay, scroll down to the bottom, click agree. Make sure that this is checked. Browse locally, add application. Everything's cool. You'll come to this window right here, and here's where you're going to get all the information that you need, your API key and your secret key. Those are the two main ones that we're going to need. So we'll go down here and you'll see API key. Let's go and grab our API key. That's this right here. Right click copy. Come over here, right click paste. Go down here to my secret key, right click copy. Go back here, right click paste. Update options. Go back over, grab my key again, right click copy. Go to my Google Drive, paste that in, and grab my key, right click copy, Google Drive, and paste that in. And there you go. This is how you go ahead and set your social credentials.